Hello, it's April. How are you guys today? I know it's been a long time since I've jumped on here. I wanted to try to get on every week, but fortunately I didn't get to do that. I haven't done that. I'm hoping eventually that I will be disciplined enough to do that, but I just want to get on here and talk about some first aid things that I think are essential for your first aid. For pain relief, it's Arnica. You can get this at Walmart, you can get it at CVS, you can get it on Amazon. I get mine always on Amazon. It literally is only for bruises. Like, you cannot have any openness because it is toxic when it gets inside the body. I tried to find more information on it, which is in this book. This book does tell you. This does talk about the Arnica. And it states, with the medical use the flower externally, meaning on your skin, to reduce inflammation, reduces bruising, and for pain. I mean, if you've been working outside all day, you can use it. If you hurt yourself, if you jammed your finger, anything that has to do with pain, that is great. It can be used for. You just put it on the area, and it's great. Sprains, muscle pulls, contusions, and bruises. Use a diluted oil or salve on the area, and this already comes. You don't have to dilute it in anything. You can use this exactly what you need it for. And I wish the book doesn't talk about silver gel. I learned about this in school, but this bottle only talks about for scarring, and it really irritates me. It suggests for smooth, dry skin, relieves redness and itching due to dryness, improves elasticity and resiliences, removes and absorbs oil, reinforces and strengthens skin, and for VI moisture, cools and soothes skin after shaving or expelling. But this is great for sprains, breaks, fractures. If you need it for any, if you fall, you can use this. This is amazing. Like, I literally twisted my ankle about 3 years ago. I fell and I literally folded my ankle from my foot touched the top of, I mean not the top, but the bottom of my calf. And I should not have been able to walk. But I used this. I soaked my foot in apple cider vinegar. It's 1 cup to 1 bucket, or even 1 cup to 1 bathtub. Apple cider vinegar is great for sore muscles, for especially after a good workout. If you're like to jog or anything, apple cider vinegar is great for all that. Soak in it. It's bathe in it. Shoot. But the silver gel gives your muscles what it needs to regenerate. And remember to always breathe through your nose and allow your body to get the oxygen also it needs, because that is also essential. I also want to talk about Tiger Balm. This is also a great pain reliever. It's got a menthol. It's menthol and menthol salicylate. But it's really good for any kind of aches and pains. I use it a lot on my neck because I've always had a bad neck issue ever since I was little. I can't even use pillows. People look at me like I'm funky, but that's the truth. I can't really use pillows. But I highly recommend those. Even after surgery, if you use it on the opposite leg or arm or shoulder, whatever you used on the opposite side of the area, you will still get the benefits of it. You just cannot put it directly on there while it's open. Once it's closed, you can start applying the products, all of the products that I just mentioned, the Arnica, the silver gel, and the Tiger Balm. Okay, the next is just a regular spice that everybody may have, especially if you like a little heat. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is great for clotting your blood. Literally, if you have a real heavy bleed, pour this on. It's not going to burn. It only burns when you have it in your mouth. You won't feel that pain. You can also make what's it called? A salve, which the book here does actually talk about this. This book. I highly recommend this book. I reference this book in everything I talk about. It's a great resource to help people understand that you're not just talking and you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I thought I marked it. Give me 1 second. I'm looking for it. I marked it, but where did I mark it? I did all this before. I really did. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I tried to be prepared, so all I could do is just talk and not waste your time. Because I do understand people's time is valuable. 263. Oh, it must be further back. 263. Okay, the cayenne pepper, and like again, I told you, when you reference, you can see a picture of the actual herb that you're talking about, or medical benefits of it. They always show you, and then you can read the medical uses. Cayenne pepper is a warming herb, heart tonic, and digestive aid. It also releases hormones that improve the mood. It is rich in vitamins and minerals that support the immune system. Use cayenne as a powder and a capsule added to water for soaking and rubs and salves. Cayenne is a powerful stimulant, and consuming too much can cause stomach problems. A small amount goes a long way with this herb. It stops bleeding. Cayenne is a powerful septic. It helps blood to clot both internally and externally. For small cuts, put a thicker layer of cayenne directly onto the cut. Large wounds benefit from both external administration and internal use. As soon as the wound is covered in cayenne, drink a glass of water containing 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. It helps the blood clot quicker. There's a lot of great information in this book. I wish it talked about the silver gel, because that silver gel literally is great. If you go buy it in the store, though, it only talks about scars. No, it literally helps with broke, twisted, sprain, fractured, and you will heal quicker because it's got silver actually in it. That's what our body will take to help regenerate new tissue or recalcify the bone. I highly recommend all of these in a first aid kit. They're beneficial for everything. These next things are more beautified, but they're still able, their uses are still, there's multiple uses for this. This is called bentonite clay. This one is actually for facials when you're wanting to clean your skin and get all the dead skin on. It gives you your face that nice look that you like, and helps I'm not a beautician or anything, so I don't have the right words, but it literally helps tighten your face. That's the word I was looking for, tighten. But I love this. I use it all the time on my face, sometimes on my body, just depending if I really feel like I need exfoliating. I'll use this, and then I have a loofah. I don't have one if you don't know what it looks like, but it's like a little spongy thing, and it really helps foliate the skin. I love this. I highly recommend this, but this is also good for wounds. You can put this directly into a wound, and it will keep it protected and help it heal, and it can draw out any infection that you may have. I highly recommend researching this. There's plenty of information on YouTube. Lots of people talk about this. Look up it for more of a medical use, not cosmetic, because if you just put up bentonite clay, you might get cosmetic. So look up it for medical use. I highly recommend it. Don't take my word for granted. Research what I'm saying. Like I said, I always try to have a resource to help you, so you know it's not just coming from thin air. I literally have read enough information to know, and I try to get the resources that I have read to share with you. Aloe vera. Aloe is not just for sunburns, it's for burns, it's for anything, irritated skin, rashes, chicken pox. It will help with shingles. I don't know if you've watched one of my videos way back, but I used aloe and garlic to heal my shingles that were on my head. I had them from here all the way to the top of my scalp here. and I had them for 3 years. And I went to doctor, and I kept going to the doctor. They kept putting me on medication, and I was like, you know what, you're not helping me. So I started doing my own research and trying to figure out what was going on, and I read about garlic, and it was not in this book, but garlic is in this book, and it will tell you it's a natural antibiotic that works with your body. And not only does it work with your body, it cleans the blood, it cleanses the blood, it detoxifies, I know it's in here, 71 and 72. Give me 1 second, I'll read what it says. But I got it cleared up within 3 weeks after they kept putting me on antibiotic after antibiotic, and I literally was in the point where I was ready to just give up. If this didn't work, I was going to give up because I was miserable. But garlic has a strong medicinal value, and it tastes great. Most people would benefit greatly by eating more garlic, no matter how good or bad their health. I use garlic for nearly everything. Let me rephrase this though. You need to eat garlic raw, not cooked. When you cook it, you burn all the benefits of it out. So please eat it raw, and be careful. Make sure that you're not allergic to it, because some people can handle it cooked. They can't handle it not cooked. So just do 1 clove a day if you really want to clean out your body, detoxify. It will be helpful. It says don't fall for prepared garlic. However, chop it fresh and make your own garlic powder for minimized health. Identification. The garlic plant grows to... Oh, no, I don't want to read that. You can... The picture is in here. Everybody should know what garlic looks like. I hope you do. If not, just message me. I'll show you. But medicine. For internal use, I usually recommend that people simply eat more garlic in their foods. For best results, garlic should be chopped fine and allowed to rest for 10 minutes or so before cooking. Eating it raw is even better. See, chopping and allowing time for the sulfurous compounds to develop in the garlic will make it more potent. Some people complain of a strong garlic smell when consuming garlic. This is a natural response and indicates that the body is using the beneficial components to elevate this component. Eat fresh parsley with the garlic. Parsley cleanses your breath, and it doesn't make you where people don't want to be around you. It treats viral, bacterial, and parasitic infections, thrush, yeast, and fungal infections. It helps with digestive problems, lowers blood pressure, sugars, and diabetics. Bronchitis, whooping cough, congestion of all causes, elevated blood cholesterol levels and blood pressure. It helps with corn warts and acne. Recipes. It gives you how to infuse stuff. Like if you don't feel like just eating it, you can put it right directly into your water. I do that all the time when I feel like I'm getting sick and I just don't feel like I feel well. I do ginger, turmeric, cinnamon, and honey, raw honey. Those are my 4 things I always make in a tea. And if I haven't felt really bad in a long time, so because I do the turmeric, the cinnamon, and the cinnamon and the turmeric and the I'll get my words together here in a minute. The cinnamon, the turmeric, and the ginger, all 3 work together very well. So I just literally, if I feel like I'm getting sick, I just put them in my regular tea that I drink regularly. Either mint tea, raspberry tea, peach tea, whatever tea you like, drink it. If you like coffee, put it in your coffee. Add it over your food. Make a big container of it. You know, like keep an old recipe or a spice container. Mix the 3 of them together. Cinnamon, ginger, turmeric. Cinnamon, ginger, turmeric. The cinnamon keeps your circulation going. The ginger draws out any mucus that you may have. And the turmeric is going to be your antibiotic. And also the honey. You don't have to, but you don't need it if you don't want that. The turmeric is your antibiotic. I just love a little bit of sweetness with my drink, so I always use honey, sorry. But anyway, this book teaches you what to do, how to utilize it, when to utilize it. It breaks down different things that you can do, how to use it. I also wanted to read the aloe, because aloe, like I said, most people think it's just used for burns. But no, aloe is edible use. Eat aloe leaves raw or cooked. The outer green skin can also be eaten, but it is bitter and tough. Removing the skin, I highly recommend. If you can go raw, please go raw. It is better raw than cooking, because when you cook things, unless you're just warming it up, like literally keeping it on, just warming it. That's it. You won't cook anything up. But if you cook it so long, longer than 15 minutes, you're burning it out. You're killing it. So don't, if you can, just eat it raw. Okay, medical use. Aloe vera gel, the gelatinous substance inside the leaf, is used as a relief for sunburn, wounds, any wounds. I use it for everything. If I fall, it goes on my whatever. You can use that in an open wound. Cannot use the other stuff, the Arnica or the silver gel. Other minor skin irritation, it also has internal use. How to use aloe vera. For external use, split the leaf long ways with a knife and scrape the gel from the leaf's interior. I most often use it as a soothing slab directly on the skin. For internal use, try 1 to 3 ounces of the gel added to juice. Since the gel can be unpleasant, the bitter when taken alone. It can be used for heartburn relief and irritable bowel syndrome, bleeding or swollen gums, lowering blood sugar in diabetics, a laxative, a skincare, sunburn, eczema. Warning: long-term internal use of aloe vera is not recommended due to the latex found in aloe vera. Do not use internally while pregnant. Do not use if you have hemorrhoids or kidney issues. I love aloe vera. I always keep this. This is why I think I still look young. I'm 45 years old, and I use this every day on my face when I first wake up, every morning. And I put it on my face every night before I go to bed. I use it for my hair because I think it helps it. I don't have to use like a hair gel. You can just use that. So I'll roll my hair, I'll damp it with that, then I roll my hair up, and then I go to sleep. It's a great use. There's more uses than what they have taught us in society for our herbs, for our plants. Our plants are edible. They're plants that they have just tried to dummy us down and say that they're weeds or there's nothing for them. You know, this book literally talks about every use of all the plants that are essential for our body, and this is why a lot of people are sick, because we've gotten away from the plant bases that our bodies need. You know, every culture has a different type of